Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome. It's Tuesday. That means we're ripping some fab. How's everybody doing this week? Switch over to the main screen here. Yo, what's up? We are weeks away from Worlds. We're getting B&Rs coming in hot, coming in early. Woo! Look at that mat, yeah. Decided to bust out a mat that I've been hanging on to since Las Vegas earlier this year. Little poly mat. How cool is that, huh? Maybe someday I'll play crank mech. I do like the cog mechanic. I think it's kind of cool. It's interesting. Played poly a bunch in drafts, and that was always fun. I still think we're getting another pretty strong untapped majestic attack for her. I think if she gets another untap, yeah, we don't. That's a number we don't need to know. Static. Yeah, yeah, we don't. I'm just looking back at my mat tubes. Oof. Probably want to crank her. Yeah, it's a lot of mats. It's a lot. So guys, we have one more week of ProQuest. Meta's kind of shaken out to the normal stuff here. Seems like Gravy, Verdance, and Syndra are the top dogs. I gotta bust out my Gravy again at some point. Kind of put him to the side. But this week I am super pumped for it. I have a Silver Age armory to go to tomorrow on Thursday, so that's gonna be super cool. I've been in the lab cooking up a Florian deck. I think it's Florian. It's gonna be Florian or Vincent. Not really sure yet. Vincent's rune chant generation kind of worries me a little bit. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Sound off in chat if you played any Florian and Silver Age and you have any tips. But man, I think he might be, I think there's a good chance he might just be too slow. But he has some pretty silly commons and rares. So I don't know, maybe we'll have to see. Yeah. All right, let's get into some packs here. Before we get to that one, haven't touched Florian yet, but from the past testing with Vincent, it's pretty great to pummel a Deathly Whale. Yeah, man, that was definitely 9 Deathly Whale is definitely where I started with Vincent. I'm a little worried, man, just worried how many times she can get the 3 rune chants though. But there is a lot of two cost rune gate cards, so I don't know. It'll be a game time decision, that's for sure. You can run away with the game. Yeah, that makes sense. Revered. We'll put Revered up there. Warrior expansion slot, Beat of the Iron Song. Oh snap. Expansion slot. Hello. Second pack. Very nice. Man, these are so cool. Hey, look at this. Themed mat. Yeah. Room block. Yeah, that's her engine for sure. But you're right. Like if you pummel one thing, it gives you some leeway. We need a expansion slot. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, backspin going in the expansion slot. That's warrior slot. That's the expansion slot for tonight. What else do we got in here? We got a silver rare and the revered action rainbow foil. Brute. We'll put the brute down. Let's put the brute there. And that's just a rare. Static. You didn't even think of Oldhim? Dude, I think Oldhim is probably, when I played Project Blue in Auckland, the words around the table was that like Oldhim is like best in class, like just straight up best in class, which honestly I not surprised. Pummel does feel like a card that maybe isn't long for the world in Silver Age. I don't know. It seems very... Pummel seems so strong, man, in Silver Age. With like no armor, you're just taking it. In Florian, I was actually even looking at some cards that have been just relegated to the binder, like Drowning Dire. It's a dominate attack for 5 that says when this hits, you can put a non-attack action on the bottom of your deck. So might be like a sideboard card for the fatigue matchups, right? You keep getting got a brute action here. Let me check if you signed up through the app. If you signed up through there, you probably did. Check my email real quick. Hey C-Max, what's up? We are just getting into the box. We got a backspin Thrush foil. I'll check after this box, Chris. But yeah, send over the PayPal. We'll get you a box to rip tonight, dude. I appreciate you signing up. Reviled. And another reviled action. Super rare. You're welcome, dude. Yeah, they kind of stripped out the D-Reacts. That's kind of one of the, pluses of... Cool, Chris. We'll get you set up, dude. We'll rip a box for you. Runeblades get access to reduce the rune chant, and they get reduce and sigil of suffering. Sigil of suffering, the more I looked at it, the more I was like, this might not be so good, because if you're a Runeblade, everyone's running AB1 into you no matter what, Does pull a card. But yeah, it's either Florian or Pummel been set for my armory this week. We'll see how it goes. Man, I do love me some Florian, and I haven't played Florian in a minute. So I am leaning that way. Dude, he does crazy stuff. Did you guys know? Yeah, Staunch. Like, yes, Guardians probably have a good access to... Obviously, they have tons of defensive things, right? The Golden Gauntlets. That goes in the armor expansion slot pull. Florian is good. Yeah, dude, Splintering Deadwood is an insane card for Florian. I had to double check the release notes for Rosetta, but Splintering Deadwood is when you attack and if it hits. So you blow up a rune chant, create 2, if you're Florian, blow up and you're decomposed. Blow up 1 rune chant, create 2. If they let it hit, blow up 1 rune chant, create 2 more. So pretty good. Brute, super rare. Brute, man, Brute. Last couple packs are looking spicy. Nothing super spicy. Just getting those cards in there. Catch of the day, rainbow foil, ranger slot. Man, the expansion slot's going hard in this box. I want to play Scurv. Dude, me too. I have all these gold boats, boat cards. And it's just like, man, my Scurv deck could look pretty snazzy too. And if I don't have them, they're like 10 cents. Well, they might not be anymore, but power play for the Guardians. We got a Guardian spot here. Guardian. That's just a rare. Yeah. Thought that was the rainbow foil. Oh, shiny stuff. Very nice, very nice. Cracked bauble. Found a majestic. Guardian. Rainbow foil. Bully tactics for reviled. Yeah, when it works, it works. Yeah, another pummel deck, by the way. All the boats are definitely pummel targets. That goes ninja assassin. Man, this is like the first time we've opened a box for the draft that we've like hit multiple, like all the slots for the expansion slot in this draft. Kind of crazy. I think there's more bands to come for Silver Age. I imagine they wanted to like officially announce it during the birthday stream and not instantly go. Well, no, they had bands on the stream. What am I talking about? I don't know. My impression is that they will heavily curate that format. Would be my thoughts on that. I don't know if I'm right or not, but let's see, what do we got back here? Reviled brute. That let's put that here. Cheater's charm. Yeah, they'll get some data in December, Carl, right? With the couple callings that they're doing, or battle hardens with Silver Age. They've been heavy-handed recently with bans. Ugh. Man. If y'all ain't on the internet, don't go on the internet. It's yeah. It's been kind of a bummer. Yeah, the LL band stuff has been, yeah. I guess the best way I can put it is that I know I've said it on here. I know I've said it on here a bunch, is that my thoughts going into Worlds when that announcement was made is that I was hopeful that they were going to get enough data and make things, you know, the plan was in place. And I think that plan was in place, except for the stores got to pick their format and the people just said, no, we don't want to play LL. And then they didn't get the data. And now, and then, you know, if people just don't want to play it, they don't want to play it. So it's kind of an unfortunate thing, you know. I think I'm just bummed out that it turned out the way it did. A little bit of a misstep, for sure, I would say. We got another brute card here, full of bravado on the whole Worlds LL situation. And yeah, I don't know. Like, the best way I can put it is that I was hopeful that it would work. It didn't work. And I'm bummed that it didn't work, you know? Like, I'm not like mad or anything, because personally I'm not playing in Worlds, I'm not playing in the calling. But like, yeah, I feel for the people that are. Sucks, man. Brute action. I don't know. They gotta get that you know. I don't know. Gotta get that shit in line, dude. I don't know. It was a big swing. I commend the big swing, right? I think going with LL is like yeah, was a cool idea and concept is what I'm trying to say, but then it just failed. I would love LL if they didn't nerf anything or everything. Yeah. So the problem with that is when you don't make any adjustments, you get eight Starvos in the top 8. And that's no bueno. So then they got forced into doing something, and then I would not be surprised at all if we see LL go way to the back burner. And this is kind of like, it's like send off, and maybe we get a calling a year. Like Min-Max gets an LL calling every December because of the Dustblade guys. And Silver Age becomes the Silver Age and CC become the main focus. I would not be surprised if that happened, you know? Just call it Star LL. Just who Starvo's more? Who Starvo's the hardest? Bully Tactics. Reviled. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Double up. But yeah, the internet's kind of, Fab internet is a little not great right now. I mean, I think, and I guess when I say not great is it's just like I'm bummed for the people that are invested in it, you know. But I understand their criticisms, right? I'm not gonna sit here and say it's like, no, you're wrong. It's like, nah. Did not turn out well, guys. But I like to stay optimistic. I still love this game. We're still opening packs. We got one pack to go here. I'm still going to have a ton of fun at Worlds. If you see me at Worlds, come say hi. I'll be there. I'll be there all weekend. Tip your waitress. But I don't know why. Why did I? Anyways, I'll be there all weekend. Yeah, dude. What are we talking about? That's just weird to me. Yo, we got a little last pack. Little magic, but overcrowded's very nice for the generic slot. And a short shift. Very cool. All right, very cool. Thank you everybody for signing up. Reviled Brutes. Reviled. Expansion slot Ranger. For C-Max, you doing all right tonight. That's a thick stack of cards there. Very nice. Expansion slot Armor. Outlaw, very nice. Chemical on the generic and the expansion slot. Ooh, Chemical is a mech guy too. So this little coal foil that we got, he'll be happy. I don't know if he's lurking tonight or not, but I know Chemical will be happy with that. Revered, reviled, guardian. All right, for Sandeep. Revered brute. Brute for Tim. Thank you, sir. We got a couple box breaks after this as well. Ninja. Those will go there. All right. We got it all picked up. Now my job becomes easy and I just get to open boxes and make stacks. First up, we got Josh. Just gonna check something real quick. Cool. Where did I? There we go. We got a box for Josh, longtime supporter of the channel. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, man. I would want to play Puffin actually. Actually, I'm like looking at my max deck that I have not unsleeved for like 2.5 years. And I was thinking about retooling him, finally getting back to him. But Puffin, obviously, like I started the stream saying, I'll keep an eye on that. Let's turn down the phone. But yeah, Verdance is pretty good. Offensive behavior. It's like half the deck. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Bash Guardian, super rare, truth or trickery. Clinch, disturb the peace. I didn't even know that was the name of a card in this set. Disturb the peace. Okay. Ladies. Where's that first majestic at? Carl, man, we're still searching for that Fable, dude. Still looking. Somehow we hit the Marvel Pallades before hitting a Fabled. That's crazy. Super rare. But I want to see the Fabled as well. Knowing Josh has got some good luck, man. Josh has got that, you know, that pack luck. So I would not be surprised if Josh picks one up. Chris might be looking for one of them Fabled as well. Sending your vibes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yo, the suspense is killing me. Speaking of trying to find that Fabled, a little cold foil EA micro text box. These things are bangers, and if they do a Runeblade set and they have these in them, man, join my Patreon, folks. I'm gonna need some help if that happens. Ted don't beg for Patreon members, but if Monarch 3 has these like EA micro text box cold foils in them and they're Runeblade cards, oh brother, lordy help me. Help me. Let's put that there. Majestic, tall, no tails. No tall tails. I got there. That'd be bad news for my wallet. Another Runeblade Guardian set. Backspin. Very nice. Brute block. Super rare. Steel Victory. Dude, Steel Victory is like, dang, bro. They definitely will have cold foil bait tokens at Worlds. Static. They had them at Montreal, and you bet you they're going to have them at Worlds. You're going to have to grind some tickets, son. That's a rainbow foil. What am I doing? It's a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool cold foil promo. That's for sure. Hey, welcome, Finna. This set, I love it. Yeah, this set, you know, like it's weird, you know, I have to, you know, these heroes aren't for me, right? So I gotta have to put that aside. But I agree. I think the cold foil EAs are kind of interesting. 8 tokens as Ashwings? No, that's pretty funny. Yo. Getting some cold foils up in here. Remember what I said about Mr. Josh's luck? Remember what I was saying about that? Not a bad hit. Not a bad hit. All right, what do we got? Ooh, a nice little overcrowded there. Double cold foil is a nice box. Yes, yes, yes. Hunter or hunted. Man, that card, like, I know it reads really strong and like I'm not surprised, but that card's got an Arachne Huntsman cooking, huh? Oh man, guess what I hit in 4 packs at my LGS? You hit the big time Pallades Marvel, eh? Oh snap, man. No wonder why you love this set. I'd love this set as well. Well, that's a hit. That's like one of the coolest cards they've done for the game so far. I think it's like a nice nod to New Zealand culture. I respect it, and it's just like beautiful. Oh my god. Punch above your weight. Interesting in the last 25 years. Yeah, card is very rare for the next 25. Dude, you never know, man. You might open up something spicy if you keep opening in some fab, you know. I got a super rare. We're gonna collapse up the super rares because there's just a pile of them. Reckless Stampede. That's another good Majestic. I'll just go back to back. There you go. I love the confidence. Jaws of Victory. Yeah, I was quite shocked when we opened the Pleiades Marvel. Tranquil Domain. Is Channel the Tranquil Domain the worst channel they've ever printed? Yes. Yes, it is. And spoiler alert, I don't even think it's that bad. I think it's pretty serviceable. But the other channels, oh, you're right. The channel Lightning Valley. I forgot all about channel Lightning Valley. All right, no, Thunderstep is definitely the worst. Y'all right. Yeah. But it's definitely this channel ain't like the other channels. You know what I'm saying? It's down in that Thunderstep range for sure. I think it's a cool tech piece. But yeah, channel Lake Frigid, channel. Is it channel the Bleak Expanse? Is that what that card's called? I can't even remember now. Super rare. All right, that was the last pack. But yeah, Thunderstep is ass cheeks. Bleak Expanse is like pretty good. I think it's like Bleak Expanse power level, where it's like a nice tech card with like, you know, some decent upside. All right, thank you, Josh. Makes that here. Carl, I would say Tough Nut is maybe the best proof that happened. At least I can't, nothing screams to me other than like Tough Nut is definitely just like, we need to make, how do we make or like Tough Nut is a, so I think if I were to guess, they said we want to mess with the cards drawn in a set, right? We want something to draw 5, and then they're like, well, if we make a brute draw 3, he can be a rock deck. And I think that's how that happened, which is kind of like what you're asking, I think. So yeah, like, yeah, that might have happened. Trying Static, trying to make Riptide good. I don't know how hard they're trying. Let's put it that way. All right. All right, Chris, you are up, sir. Let's get you a label made up. I mean, they're definitely printing cards for Riptide. I think that's a more true statement. I don't think they're trying to like purposely like keep Riptide down. Let's be fair, I'm being kind of jokingly about it. But yeah, I mean, dude, we know that they can make, we know that they can just like, they know what it takes to instantly LL a hero. Example would be they wanted Viserai gone, and yeah, Rosetta was like, see you, Viserai, you're gone. The best ability, and why is it Bolton? Oh, dude, we're just talking about Riptide. I think actually Riptide might, like, Riptide's ability reads quite strong, but he gets trapped by Ranger stuff. I think it might actually be, yeah, I think it might be Riptide. to be honest. Like, his ability is like good. But because he's a ranger, I think he gets, like, let's be fair, the ping ability aside, right? The ping ability kind of pushes you into like traps, but like the loading arrows and stuff is quite good. The auto load. All right, now that we did some label making, Chris, we can get to your box. Good luck, sir. Thank you for the support. Acilio is strong. Acilio's great. Can we, like, you know, we were kind of giving LSS, kicking LSS in the shins a little bit about mismanaging LL. And I mean, this year they've had, let's be real, LSS has had a year, right? The US Nats thing was kind of tough. Like, we can't even sugarcoat it. But I think we should be giving some flowers for Acilio design. Acilio design is, in my opinion, a masterpiece. Because he embodies wizards. He embodies like what makes wizards fun, and like definitely gives people the Kano vibe, but is like actually just a ton more fair than Kano. And I think he's just like, he's got that great balance to him, you know? That's a super rare. I don't know. I think it was like kind of a tightrope act to design a new wizard hero that plays like a wizard, but yet does cool and new, interesting things fairly. And they, I think they nailed it. It's only to make Amulet of Echoes playable. Oh, dude, shout out to the folks that were there at Worlds 1 and knows. James White telling us, hang on to your items. They're going to be useful soon. Those were the days, guys. Those were the days. Yo, take the bait, rainbow foil. Echoes kills me, dude. Echoes is pretty nasty tech. What am I doing with this guy? This is a super rare. I tweeted this out too while we're talking about like hero design and stuff. It kind of like hit me that Vincent, other than her ability kind of being a clunker, like there's no doubt about it. She did kind of advance Shadow Runeblade design quite a bit, like in a meaningful way. So Chain, and I guess if you're following me on Blue Sky or Twitter or X, you already have heard this thought I had. But Chain as a Runeblade, Shadow Runeblade, obviously played in the Banish Zone, right? That's like the core component to Shadow. And but really didn't interact, like I would say Runeblades. So on the Runeblade side, not the Shadow side, Runeblades are class identity as auras, rune chants, etc. Malefic incantations, things like that, right? But Chain didn't really play in the auras too much, right? Yes, he made a shackle every turn. But back in the day, if you're newer to the game, he didn't interact with his shackles at all, right? Dirge is kind of like a new, whoa, nice story time on hold. Iron Fist Revelation, Cold Foil. Congrats, Chris. This is a nice hit. Yes, very cool pull. But like, you know, chain in which like chain using Dirge and LL was pretty cool because then he's interacting, he's doing room gate stuff. But then they like made Vincent do both things. She interacts with her rune chants as resources, and she plays in the banish zone with rune gate, like you said, Carl. So like, yeah, I think it's like, aside from her ability being a huge setback, right? And her being pretty clunky, and to this day, she's pretty inconsistent, right? Her hero ability just, yeah, it just is what it is. Super fun hero though, right? But I think it's a pretty cool thing they did with the Shadow Rune Blades. And I really hadn't thought about it from that angle until like this morning. And I was like, man, that's actually, all right, props. Got to give some props where it's due. So I just want to share that thought. Ooh, we got a show of strength in here too. Very nice. She's hard to hold tempo. Yeah, that's the problem is in game, if you aren't just rolling people, you have to slow down, and then you're starting to take blood debt. It's a rough go, right? You can also just not draw all malefic incantations, and then you're just sad. Like, I mean, that's a thing. But man, she does some of the coolest stuff mechanically. If you guys have never played Vincent or played against a Vincent, there is some wild stuff she does because all of her attacks are like on combat chain closing. So there's like, man, mechanically, there's times I was just playing her 2-3 weeks ago, and like I looked at my hand, I looked at my opponent, took like a minute or two to think about it, and I was like, holy smokes, I've never played this line before. I've never done this in this sequence and like closed the combat. You know, I can't remember what it was, but it was a wild line, and it worked. And I was just like, dang, that was so cool. Because she makes me feel stupid. Yeah, man, there's like so much like little things that she can do that like really other heroes can't do. So yeah, she's great. I take her in small doses though, an armory once in a while. Because like grinding her is a tough go, man. I tried so hard when she first came out, but yeah, the inconsistency is sometimes it's tough. Then I've been playing Verdance the last couple times I've been to the armory, and she's on rails. It's like the exact opposite. Bro, Chris, we're cooking now, brother. We are cooking now. Firebox indeed. Got that. Yo. Adults. Pallades. 2 cold foils in the box. We are hitting a lot of cold foils. We are hitting them cold foils tonight, folks. Love to see it. Villainous pose. You can always open my boxes. Hey, man. We ain't going nowhere, all right? TCG Ted's here for the long haul. I love doing my Tuesday breaks and my market minutes. So we're gonna be here for the time being, right? Issues aside, missteps aside, I still trust in LSS. As Michael Fung put it on Twitter, you know, give people grace. And I know they can do better. And you know what? LSS has proven they can do better. So I think they'll do it again. You need to get a spoiler that doesn't get spoiled by anyone but you. Bro, you ain't lying. I hope that does happen. But you know, obviously no guarantees. But if LSS comes calling and asking for my help again. Shark would ask for grace. I'm missing that reference, but yeah, if LSS comes calling asking for help, I will be there and I will be ready to help spoil some cards. That was like one of the coolest things I've done yet. Like, no, full stop. That was so cool. It was very cool to see everyone's reaction to my spoiler video. I'm gonna get the Vincent shield. Dude, she literally, an Iron Maiden is like she's in armor. Her whole thing, her whole like dress is armor, right? Oh, thanks, Chris. I appreciate you saying that, dude. Just give her something like that, dude. Bro, if I got, oh my god, you guys got me thinking and spinning on getting a legendary or something. I would be floored. Yo, speaking, dude, did we just manifest this? Yo, bro, we got some superpowers up in here, folks. Sound off on chat. Oh boy, there we go. Look at that painful passage. Wouldn't you know? Yeah. I always love opening that card. That is my favorite card to open in this set. All right, couple packs left. No hero stands alone. That goes over there. Wait, where's the rainbow foil? Must have grabbed it. No, there it is. My bad. That'll be too much fun. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they definitely. Oh, nice, man. Light up the leaves. Let's go. Oh, nice. The TCG Ted spoiler. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Spreading the word, Chris. I love it. I love to hear it. This box is very good. All right, last pack. No magic up front, but I don't think we're complaining at this point, Chris. And just the rainbow foil. Heck yeah, dude. Totally sick box. I totally agree with that sentiment. Congrats, Chris. Thanks for the support. Appreciate you grabbing a box from me, dude. All right. Let's get a team bag. Get this sorted away. Do I have a team bag? Yes. I think I have exactly one team bag left. Plady's ready to play. Yeah, no kidding, man. Let's go. Yo, double cold foil too. Why get a rainbow foil Iron Fist when you can get a cold foil? You know what I'm saying, guys? Am I right? Am I right? All right. That's not going to fit in there, but that's okay. We'll set these off to the side. All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. Like I said, we ain't going nowhere. We're fab 100% all the time. Yeah, if I see you at if you see me at Worlds, I can't see you at Worlds because I don't know what you guys look like. But if you see me at Worlds, come by, say hi. I always love to talk to fans, you know, so yeah, dude. It's a couple weeks away. I'm excited. It's been a little bit. It's been since Montreal since I've been out doing some fab stuff. So it'll be fun to get out. Another fabulous stream. Thanks, D-Max. Thank you, everybody. But you know, mark a minute this weekend. Next Tuesday, we got another stream. We got more Super Slam. We're gonna keep on doing it. I'll check you guys later. Night.